Hey, it's Joshua here with another edition of Mortgage Clarity, and I'm back again with Kevin Ryan with Goosehead Insurance, as we're doing a series of videos on homeowners insurance just to kind of help you guys understand what it is, what you need, and all that kind of good stuff. In today's video, we're going to talk about the different riders you can add to your existing homeowners insurance policy that gives you a coverage above and beyond your coverage. It's important to remember that lenders only require enough to insure the loan, and that may not be enough for you specifically. So Kevin, let's talk about some of the top insurance riders that people might add to their existing policy.
Right. So every home insurance policy is going to have your basic coverages for the structure, your personal property, liability, that kind of stuff. There's certain limits on personal property items, jewelry, watches, collections, firearms, that kind of stuff that you might want to take a look at as well. But some of the more important endorsements I feel are, one is for extended replacement cost. So we truly want to insure a home for what we feel it would cost to rebuild that home. Then the extended replacement cost gives you just that, extended replacement cost coverage, just in case the building or the rebuild goes above and beyond what we insured the home for. So
cost of goods are always going up. So yeah, so just
right.
because it costs you $500,000 today doesn't mean 5 years from now when you need the rebuild, it's going to be $500,000
yeah.
5 years from now.
So I'll typically include it at the minimum 50% extended replacement cost, gives us a nice little safety net just to make sure we got plenty of coverage.
Okay.
So that's one.
Extended replacement, okay.
Another one is for sewer or water backup coverage. So
okay.
If anything backs up and overflows into the home and causes some damage to your flooring, cabinetry, sheetrock, that kind of stuff, this endorsement will offer some coverage options for you in that kind of situation.
Okay, and that's something, again, I think a lot of people might think, oh, my homeowner's insurance would just normally cover that.
Right.
But backups, it doesn't cover that. We talked about the next one coming up, utilities.
Yeah, so we've got the buried utility lines. Anything underground. So there's an endorsement that would cover anything buried. So your water main, newer homes nowadays, everything's underground, utilities, electrical, cable, that kind of stuff. So if anything happens to those lines, this endorsement would have some coverage options
right.
for those situations too.
So if you don't know it, the city only covers the water line to the meter. So if you have a break between the meter and your house, you have a problem where it's not the city's problem and it's not in your house, so it's not your homeowner's insurance a problem.
Right.
But you still have to pay for it. So this would be a rider to hide that kind of to cover from the street to the house, and there can be real
right.
cost to a busted main.
And sewer lines and stuff too. Sewer lines,
homes.
Trees can get in those pipes and that kind of stuff and cause problems, that kind of thing.
Okay. So what about another one? What's another good policy?
Hidden water damage. So typically, older water type damage is not typically covered by the standard home insurance policy. So the hidden water damage would offer some coverage options for you on that as well.
Okay.
So that's another one. And all these are only about $30-35 a year, so very inexpensive to add as well. Then there's another one, earthquake coverage. I don't typically include earthquake on my initial quote, but that is another optional coverage as well. So we're supposedly 40 or 50 years overdue for the big one.
That's right.
I ask everybody if they want to look at some earthquake options as well, and that could be
okay. And then there's earthquake, but there's also just earth movement, which doesn't necessarily be an earthquake. So a lot of rain.
Right.
We're in Oregon here. We got a lot of mountains, up and down hills. We're not flat land. If you're on a hill, your house could slide.
Right.
That's not covered under
Earth movement, yeah, very limited coverage, if any. So that kind of stuff would be something to explore and take a look at too. Yeah.
Okay. So really what we have here is insurance is something that can be customized to your specific needs. Don't assume that just because you got a policy that meets the lender's minimum requirements that you've got the coverage you want, right?
Right.
You need to be talking to a professional who can talk to you about your personal values, as far as, do you have guns, arts, and stuff like that.
Right.
Is 100% replacement cost enough? I mean, what's going on in the area? I mean, costs go up all the time.
Right. Don't get so hung up on bottom line cost of what the insurance policy is. Know what you're getting, and make sure you got a good policy for you.
And I think one of my big takeaways here is that there's a lot of things he talked about that I would have assumed was covered underneath my normal policy, and I would have been very heartbroken to find out that it didn't. And for $35, $50, I could have had that on my policy. So, Kevin, thank you so much for taking the time to come in. Again, Kevin's is with Goosehead Insurance, 18 years in the industry. He can help you with policies in Oregon and Washington. But if you just got general questions, because I know this is out there on YouTube, so you might be in a different state. If you got questions, feel free to reach out to us. We're more than happy to put you in contact with people who might be able to help you. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up. hit subscribe, and yeah, until next time, make it a great day.